Okay, Aqua babies, it is your turn for your reading. I am going to be doing your reading for May 2020. So I hope it was as good as it was last month. I was so excited, and I swear, like, your energy was beautiful. I felt amazing the whole entire day. Like, whatever you were going through was so positive that it just made me feel so happy. So I wanted to jump in here and see what energies you're working with in May. I know we're kind of like on a little bit of a pause, but that doesn't mean that you can't receive the messages and have them apply to you in terms of, like, maybe, you know, work or what your plans are for future. So this is for May, but it can be a timeless reading. So whenever you see this reading, it'll be the time that you're supposed to see it. Now I would like to invite my archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors to come in and help me deliver the messages that I need to deliver to the sign of Aquarius. This is for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Doesn't need to be said, but I will say it. This is a general reading. It will not resonate with every single person. If it doesn't resonate with you, check your other signs. And if it's, you know, your message is not there, then you just don't have a message at this time. Keep checking back, and maybe the message will resonate with you in a later time. Or maybe watch the same video, and at a later time it will make sense. Because sometimes, you know, time is fluid. There's actually time is just a construct of man, you know. It could happen now, it could happen in a month, it could happen in a year, it may have already happened. So we're just talking about the energy that is around you. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's happening right this second or even next week. It could, but in terms of time, just everything is pretty much timeless. So if you're watching this in 2022 then it is your message. So Queen of Cups jumped. She's in the reverse, so you might be feeling a little bit emotional. That's Cancer. That's Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio energy, but it can be something that is around you. You might be feeling a little bit emotional right now. You might be feeling a little bit overwhelmed and like needing to kind of regroup and you know, you're taking a break from whatever things that might have hurt you, because you see in this card, in this deck, the Four of Swords has the Three of Swords up here. That's like the original, the traditional Three of Swords, right? Which talks about heartbreak and disappointment and, you know, just pain, heartache. And here, the Four of Swords, he's laying or she's laying down, the person's laying down, but they've got their sword here ready to go. So if they have to get up and grab it and fight, they're ready, but they're resting because they've been through a lot. Okay, so that could be you, your energy at this moment, Aquarius. So let's see where our Aqua babies got going. So I'm going to do a you versus them spread. Okay, so if you're not in a relationship, this could be a person that you are in your family, or it could be a work situation, a work relationship. So you on this side, them on this side. If this side resonates more with you, then flip it, okay, or however it resonates. Okay, so let's pull your cards, and then we'll pull their cards. Okay, and then I'll pull the outcome for you and them, and then whatever's crossing you. And like I said, you could also flip those around if it doesn't apply to you in that way. So to open the reading, you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is earth energy. This is Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And this is an energy of holding tightly to your money. You're probably being really cautious with your money because right now things are uncertain, and you may have lost income. You may have lost support in terms of finances. So you're either holding on to your money, or this is a good reminder for you to be really careful how you're spending your money, because with such uncertain times right now, things are not really set in stone. We don't know when we will be getting back to a quote-unquote normal. So just something to think about, something to keep in mind. You might be holding on to something too. You might be holding on to a relationship that you're not wanting to let go of. So you're holding on tightly. So this is kind of like just holding on really, really tight without really being flexible. Okay, so be mindful of that. Either that, or you're being a little bit frivolous with your money. So that's something to keep in mind. The Four of Pentacles always talks about not having enough, overspending, or holding on to a situation that you're not willing to let go of. Again, Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Then you have Justice. So Justice is basically like, you know, the energy of justice means that you are in the right. You have the right in this situation, whatever situation this might be. This is a card of you getting not only karmic justice, but also maybe legal justice. So it could have something to do with legal paperwork and something like that. So this is something that could be dealing with court cases or stuff like that. The card of justice in the upright is a good omen that if you are having some troubles with the law or having some type of lawsuit or anything like that, any kind of documents that have to do with anything legal, it's going to turn out in your favor because it's in the upright. Okay. However, you do have the Tower. Now the Tower is Scorpio energy, and this could mean an ending of a situation. It could be an ending of a relationship. It can also be an ending of a job. This could be the Tower moment is anything that basically throws you for a loop and changes everything. Like the game is changed when the Tower card appears, but it's for your good. It's for your own good. I mean, it may not seem like it obviously while you're going through it, but it is in the upright. So this is in your favor. So if whatever change happened, whatever terrible situation happened to you, it was for your own good. This was like the universe saying, you don't want to let go of that, relationship. You don't want to let go of that job. You don't want to let go of that friendship or whatever, X, Y, or Z. And the universe comes in and says, we're going to just get rid of it for you. If you were living in a bad place, say, that wasn't a healthy spot, all of a sudden the person or, the landlord or whoever decides that they wanted to rent it to somebody else, And so this is also an energy of the Tower, having to move, having to end the relationship, having to end the job, having to something that really is a life-changing a circumstance where something changes for you because something better is coming. There's a new situation that's there for you. And you have the Ten of Wands here, which is carrying a heavy burden. So you might have had to be let go of a job because of whatever's happening in the world right now, of this lockdown. But it was a very heavy burden. You were carrying a lot. So maybe this is a blessing in disguise because this job was probably draining you and you were carrying so many different things, and it just wasn't, a good enough situation for you. So the universe said, you know what? Enough of that. Let's get rid of it. And if it's a relationship, you felt burdened by it. Maybe it just wasn't an equal give and take, and you were in a relationship where it was more trouble than really it was worth. And so the universe came in and said, enough of this. Karmic justice, ending. Okay. And then you have the Ace of Swords. This is when you get a clear, like an epiphany moment. This is when you come to terms that maybe that this is the reason this is ending. This isn't right for me. Or maybe you just come to that. It's like an aha moment when you wake up one day and you realize that, you know what, this isn't right for me, or this isn't what I want, or why am I really doing this? So you start to be very honest with yourself, because the Ace of Swords it's an honest energy of being clear, having clarity, being very honest with yourself and not lying to yourself, not letting yourself look at things through rose-colored glasses, And when you are in this epiphany, very clear moment, you can discern what's right for you and what's not. Whether that's a job or a relationship or whatever, this is your energy. It's air, it's Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. And this is you being at the most powerful, the most clear, and the most honest that you have been with yourself about what it is that you want in your life. Okay? But you still have a little bit of confusion. So you still feel like something's tugging at you and you don't know which way to go. You don't know what decision to make, okay? Because the Two of Swords is indecision. The Two of Swords is not having that clear objective. You're not really, you know that there's a decision that has to be made, whether it's to leave one job and go to another, or be with one person or another, or whatever the situation might be. Maybe you're deciding between being in a relationship to being single. Maybe you're deciding on leaving one job for another, or maybe you're deciding that, you know, you're in the middle of two people in your family that are arguing and you don't want to, you don't want to get in between it, but you have to make a decision on who you're going to side with, that kind of a vibe. But the good thing is that this is your energy and it's in the upright. So I think that you're going to be making a decision, and it's going to be the decision that is going to be best for you. You are definitely in a place where you're very clear about what it is that you want, and you're very clear about what it is that you don't want. And so speaking up and saying what you need to say is going to be very, very good for you right now. However, because it's a sword energy, be really careful with your words. Be really careful with the communication, because communication is a wonderful thing. But you want to make sure that when you're basically when you're cutting people with the truth, that you're not cutting people, basically, you want to make sure that you speak your truth, but that you're not hurtful about it. And now your person has the Devil in reverse. So this is Capricorn energy. But the Devil in the reverse, I love seeing this in the reverse, because this is something that talks about a person that is ending a codependent type of a relationship. It's ending addictions. It's ending the need to hold on to things that are no longer good for you. So if this is you or your person, you're in a place where you're letting go of those things that are toxic. You're letting go of the things that, or they're letting go of the things that are not serving them for their highest good. So if it's letting go of a person, it's letting go, maybe they're letting go of you because they realize this is more of a toxic relationship, and having time apart, having time away from one another has maybe given both of you guys clarity, because they have clarity and you have clarity. So maybe this is something where you and them are coming to terms with the fact that maybe this was a little bit more of a toxic relationship, and this is why you have the Tower energy here. And so you decide to let go, but one of you is holding on really tight. Actually, it looks like both of you guys are holding on really tight, because look, you have the Four of Pentacles here, where this is Earth. You're holding on to this person. Could be a Capricorn, Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. You're holding on to them for dear life, okay? You don't want to let them go. That's how you opened, right? You want to hold on to them, but there's a lot of other stuff that comes up, and you're kind of like, well, shit. Maybe this isn't what's right for me, right? They're in the same kind of freaking vibe. You guys are mirroring one another, where your person's deciding that maybe this isn't right for me. Maybe this isn't what I thought it was, and your person is kind of looking for a little bit more give and take. Like, this person might be giving more than you are. And I say that because this person is Earth energy. You're holding on to Earth energy. So maybe this person, it doesn't have to be, it could be any sign, because it doesn't matter. It's the energy. It's not the sign of the person. But if the sign of the person is an Earth energy, that would make perfect sense that they're in a place where they're feeling like things need to be in balance, like things are not balanced, like maybe they're giving more in their relationship than you are, and maybe not right now. They have a lot of confusion. They have some options available, and maybe they just feel like maybe you have options available, because you got the Seven of Cups. This is Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio energy, and this is the energy of somebody that has decided, well, should I keep my options open? Maybe there's someone else out there. Yes, this feels nice, but what if there's something better? That kind of like, And the thing with this Seven of Cups is that there's a few cups here that they might look pretty and sparkly and bright, and yes, look at all that fire and all that, but they may not be good. Okay, they may not be choosing something good for them. So that's the Seven of Cups energy. They've been hurt in the past. This is the Nine of Wands, is the wounded warrior. So they might have their guard up with you. They might decide that after a while that, they need to protect themselves because maybe you're not giving as much as they had been given, and they feel a little bit hurt and a little bit like maybe they feel like they have to hold back. They have a wall up. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just kind of concentrating on the card and I space for a second. But the Nine of Wands, he has a little bit of a guard up, right? He has a wall. And all of this has been battles that he's had to fight. And he's won at each and every one of them. But because he's battled, he's put more barriers for himself to protect himself because he's tired of fighting. He's tired, or she's tired of fighting for something. They feel like, they give their all, they're fiery, they're passionate, they want to give so much, but then they're not really getting back the same. And that usually happens with a lot of earth signs, if you're dealing with an earth sign, where they give more than they get, and then they become very, very guarded. If you're dealing with a water sign, you're probably dealing with someone that is not really ready to commit. They're not really ready to be in this commitment. Because they're still exploring their options, right? If you're dealing with a fire sign, they're very, very guarded. They're very guarded, okay? And in terms of the way that they see you, this person loves you. We have the Knight of Cups. This is also a water sign, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And they want to offer you this love. They want to give this to you. So maybe it's just a matter of you guys coming to some type of a understanding that, we need to be more equal with one another. We need to love and respect one another. It has to be reciprocated equally. Okay, it can't just be a one-sided relationship. Nobody wants a one-sided relationship. But especially this person's feeling like it's been very one-sided. But they do love you and they see you as a star. You're the Aquarius. You're the star. They see this. They see you as, their wish come true. And so with the star energy, they're definitely focused on giving you what you want and your dreams come true. But you have to be willing to give it back. You have to be willing to give the same type of energy that this person is giving you. You have to match it. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Otherwise, you're going to get the Tower. Okay? So let's see your outcome. So you have the Nine of Swords. You're very, very, very worried about what's going to happen in this relationship. You're probably not sleeping. You're, worrying. You're getting up in the middle of the night, in a panic. And it's understandable. This situation is not easy for any of us. And so if you are having a little bit of a difficult time, please reach out. Reach out to somebody, even me. Like if you need to reach out, send a message, send me an email, we'll talk, and we'll definitely, try to, keep up, each other, our spirits up, obviously we want to do it mutually. Just kidding. But no, but for real, like you want to be reciprocal with people, right? If you get good energy from people, give it back. And having a little bit of a community, having that community that you can reach out to and not rely on them, but know that there's these people that you can, say, hey, I'm having a little bit of a rough time. Can you talk to me for a second? Or, hey, send me a funny message, or send me I love sending memes. I love sending funny things. And I know that it's a serious time, but sometimes a little bit of humor is enough to kind of lighten this very hectic, very hard, heavy energy. Okay. Definitely could be dealing with some health issues with the Nine of Swords. So it's time for you to take care of yourself. Okay. And you have the Emperor. So this means the energy, it's an Aries energy. I don't know if you're dealing with an Aries, but if you are, this could be somebody that's going to be here to help you. Okay. This is someone that's going to be your support. Aries in the upright, the Emperor in the upright is going to take care of you. He's going to be supportive. He's going to sometimes even help you financially. They might be business owner. They might be, you know, they have their own business, their own company. They might be able to offer you some words of wisdom and some guidance and things like that. The Emperor is definitely somebody that you want to have in your corner, and you always want to keep, you know, close by, because they will be there to help you. Okay. This is also fire energy. So again, you had fire energy here. So you could have somebody that's in your family, or a friend, or a boss, or, you know, somebody that is an Aries, an Emperor, Aries, or also Virgo or Leo could be Emperor. Actually, any sign, because they do have all the elements here. But the Emperor could be anybody that's like in that, you know, kind of like a fatherly, supportive role in your life. Okay. And for your person, you have, oh, they have the Ace of Pentacles. And this is also earth energy. Aquarius, oh no, not Aquarius. Sorry about that. You're Aquarius. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So the Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning. So you might just realize, hey, you know what? I need to like give back to this person. This person takes care of me. I want to give back to them. I want to lessen their, you know, feeling, you know, neglected, and I don't want them to have any other options. I want us to start. So this could be a new beginning for them with you, or it could be a new beginning for them. They could be having a brand new relationship with somebody else that is more compatible, because with the Tower card here, it could signal that you are breaking up, but it can also signal a new beginning. And this is also a new beginning. So a lot of people are scared of the Tower, but it could just mean that things are not going to be the way they were before. You're going to start brand new. Okay. And then whatever's crossing them is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. They felt very much left out in the cold. This is earth energy. They probably were feeling alone, but they're not feeling that way anymore. They're feeling like, yes, there's distance. There could be a distance from you physically, because you can't be together right now. But they know that they're very much a part of your life. So this is a good feeling. This person's definitely having a tough time, and while they're still having a tough time, they have a little bit of confusion, and they're like they go back and forth with, is it equal, is it not equal? They're very much in love with you, and they're very much willing to put you in the position of what they want in the future. You are their future. You are what they want. But you guys have to come together and make a decision on what's going to work. Okay, how does our relationship look now? How does it work? You know, there's distance now. Maybe if you're not living together or married, there could be some distance, and so that's creating some of this tension. But from what I see, it doesn't seem like anything that would be like a deal breaker. Yes, the Tower is here. For some, it is a deal breaker, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. The Tower can just mean there's a new way of doing things. The old way is gone. That's dead. But that's the way it is for almost everyone, right? So I'm going to go ahead and pull some other cards for you guys. I'm going to pull these little cards. They're called the Love Oracle cards from Island Time Wellness. And I have 3 decks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 3 cards for whatever the person wants to tell you. 3 cards for what you want to tell your person. And then 3 cards for what the universe wants to tell you. Okay. So this is what they want to tell you. This is what your person wants to communicate to you, Aquarius. So let's go through the shuffles. Aquarius, what does Aquarius person want to tell them? Okay. That one wanted to jump out, so let's take it. And 2 more, please. What does Aquarius person want to tell them? Thank you. What is Aquarius person? Whoa. Okay. Where'd it go? Okay. So that's what they want to tell you. The first card is core values. Seek partners whose care values align with your own. Like this person had the Six of Pentacles. That's definitely, it's like a Six of Pentacles card right here all over again, but there's a compass. So they're looking for the right direction where they're going to get the equal give and take. Okay. So it says, meet your tribe at places of interest to you. So yes, there's social distancing, but maybe you can, you know, do something where you guys could meet where there's enough distance between one another. Okay. So that's something to consider. They definitely want to see you. And that's why I wanted to mention that, because meet your tribe at places of interest to you can just mean, you know, being creative right now. Maybe there's a place where you can be, it's open air, but then there's a little bit of a distance. You guys can wear your face masks and do that, and then just kind of come together and say hi at least. You know, you can't touch, you can't hug, which kind of sucks, but at least you'd be able to have that interaction with one another. Then you have strategy. Again, same kind of concept. Have a game plan, implement daily routines that support your goals, and be clear about your desires. So this is a good time to put in place, you know, you have the Tower card. Your person could be telling you like, we need to do things differently, where we're sticking to a more of like a consistent way of doing things, or a consistent way of even dealing with one another. Okay, so that has to come into play. They really want that from you. And then they have trigger. So maybe they're trying to tell you that, you know, overreacting, respond rather than react, avoid decisions based on fleeting emotions, so this one could just mean that, you know, they're having a tough time, and they might be coming at you a little bit harsh. Or maybe you are feeling like they're not getting you, or, you know, vice versa. But this person's recognizing that this is an issue, and maybe this is their way of saying, you know, I'm really sorry that I have been acting the way I've been acting, and I've just been, you know, a little bit hypersensitive, or, you know, X, Y, or Z. So there's trigger. So that's for you from them. And so now this one is from you to your person. So this is what you want to say to your person, Aquarius. This is for Aquarius. What does Aquarius want to say to their person? Obviously, you know what you want to say. But this is kind of like your subconscious messages, okay? Some things you don't want to tell, not even your best friend, but you want to say that to your person, whoever it is that you're dealing with. Could be a sister, could be a brother, could be a cousin, could be a friend, could be your boss, anybody. And I'm really shuffling this one because I hadn't shuffled it before. Whoa. Well, okay. I'm going to take these. Oh, there's 4. Okay. So I'm going to put those down here because these are the ones that were not revealed. And I want to see what you wanted to say to your person. So the first card is take a chance. Take a chance. So go for it. Good chance. Set your intention for a positive outcome. You can't win if you don't play. So maybe you're just telling your person, you know what, like just hang in there. We're going to make this work. We're going to figure it out. You know, take a chance on me. Be there when we come up with a strategy to make this work. And you guys are both thinking about, you know, in a very good way, you're looking for the positive outcome. Then you're just so done. So you're probably feeling this way, like I'm just feeling right now mentally trapped, physically trapped, emotionally spent, physically drained, spiritually depleted, ready to make a change. So this could be your Tower moment. You know, you're just feeling like, you know, I've been in this house for how long now, and I'm really starting to lose it. And you're just so done with it. You're just so done. Which is understandable. You just want your person to know that you just want to go with there and be with them and take a chance and have this relationship, and you're just so done with this isolation. You're so done with being apart and not being able to be with your person, because you want them to be in your life forever. Then you have wife. Wife, partner, interested in love for a lifetime, wedding or event, commitment or advancement. So that's what you're thinking. You're thinking of, you know, I love this person. You know, I love this woman, I love this man, or whatever it is. But you're thinking that this is where I want to be. Either you want to be a bride or you want your person to be a bride. And this is a commitment that you want forever. You're set. You just got to work out a few little kinks here and there. And it's understandable. Aquarius, you're dealing with a situation no one has ever dealt with in our lifetime. At least not like this, to this level, you know? I mean, I know there's some people that are over 100. Yes, I get it. Some people have dealt with it. But not in this, the way that society is today. And, you know, maybe just learning a new way of having a relationship is being challenging, because you guys are just wanting to be together. You want to spend the rest of your life together. You just don't want this to be the case. You don't want this to be the situation where you no longer, you're away from them, and any longer you want to be with them. So Aquarius, this is going to be the message that the universe has for you. Okay? It could be for you. It could be for you and your person. It could be a message that the universe has for you about your person, like things that your person has to work on. So let's see. One more for Aquarius. Aquarius, please. What is the message from the universe for Aquarius? Give me 3 cards, please. Thank you. Here's one. Whoa, there's 2. Okay, and one more, please, for Aquarius. Oh my gosh, these are jumping at me like I almost smacked me on the face. Okay, first card. Duh, passion. Insane chemistry. You like each other equally, and you love having fun together. So this is definitely a loving, passionate relationship that is trying to deal with a very difficult situation right at this moment. Okay, you guys are dealing with a circumstance that's a little bit out of your control, and so you're trying to like learn how to navigate through it. Karmic relationship. So this could be that you are leaving a karmic relationship and going towards your person, or since this is what the universe is telling you, something to be aware of. It may or may not apply to you, but this could be a karmic relationship. Okay? And what that's saying, that although even if you get married, even if you have, 20, 30 years with a person, they may not be the correct person for you. They might just be a soulmate, but not your twin flame, not your forever person. So that's something to keep in mind. This might present some challenges in the future, because it says fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, and letting go and loving you. So it needs to be said. Okay. This is the universe's message to you, that even though you're in love, even though you're having a great time, even though you're missing each other and all of this stuff, when you guys are able to come back together, one thing that you need to keep in mind is that it might be a karmic relationship. And unfortunately, karmic relationships tend to end, and sometimes not so greatly. So it's like a warning. Prepare yourself, unfortunately, if it applies to you. I hope it doesn't. And I hope that this energy is just fleeting. Something to be aware of, that it could be, but it's not. Okay? Hopefully. Because then you have the Phoenix. So even though if it is a karmic, the Phoenix, he rises from the ashes, right? So it says new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, and change your mind. Changed mind. So I don't know. This could be something in the future. It could be something that had already passed and you already went through this, where you were maybe questioning whether this was a karmic relationship, or questioning whether you wanted to be with this person or not, if it was the right thing for you or not. And after, going through a challenge, you guys rose up with a new phase, a new outlook. And a transformation is like a death, you know, so it's like the death of the way things were for a new beginning. And it can also just mean that, you know, you decided that, yes, I love this person. They're absolutely wonderful, amazing and everything, but they're not for me. And that's perfectly fine. You have every right to change your mind. And that's what it says here, change mind. Okay. So, you know, if it applies to you, it applies to you. If it doesn't, leave it. Doesn't apply to you, don't worry about it. But basically, you know, you have the right to change your mind. You have the right to make a decision, a different decision that brings you happiness if you're not happy in something. Okay, so something to keep in mind for maybe future, or maybe this is something that happened in the past and you decided I needed to learn something with that person. Maybe this is about an ex, and this is just the karmic saying, hey, listen, you had this bad situation with a karmic partner, but you have an opportunity to rise like the phoenix from the ashes and have a new beginning, and be in a relationship where you have a lot of passion, where you enjoy one another's company. And you know what? I think that the possibility of it being that is much greater than the possibility of something negative happening, okay? Okay, Aquarius. 3. There's 1. 2. I pulled 3 of these, and 3 of the lovers, and 3 of the romance angels. Whoa. Okay, so you're getting 4. Aquarius, you guys are my aqua babies, so I'm going to give you a special treatment because you deserve it. So here's Aquarius' archangel messages. Now please give me 3 for Aquarius. Oh, thank you. I forgot to shuffle. Give me the cards for Aquarius, please. Aquarius. May 2020. Whoa. Whoa. Those flew. Okay. Here's 1, 2, 3. And now these are my little heart cards. These are the Lovers Oracle. These are really cute, but they're hard to shuffle. Please give me the messages for Aquarius, May 2020. I hope you guys are doing well. I really hope that if you guys enjoy my readings, that you can subscribe to my channel and share these videos with anybody that you think, any other aqua babies that can benefit from these messages. 1, 2. 1 more for Aquarius, please. Aquarius. Okay, that one peeked out at me. Okay, so let's begin. So for the archangel messages, you have spiritual understanding. This is just real quick. I'm going to plug in this phone because I feel like my phone's about to die out. So I don't think I have the plug for it. Hold on real quick. Sorry about that, Aquarius. I wanted to continue. You have the card Spiritual Understanding. Now, this is a message from Archangel Raziel. And the message, I have to put on my glasses because, yeah. It says, I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. Okay, so that could mean something to you. It may not, but you would know. I'm just delivering the messages. Then you have Counselor. This is Archangel Azrael, and it says you are a natural counselor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassuring. This reminds me of Reiki because I am a Reiki master, and so this reminds me of a person that is able to transmit, energy into a person for healing, and that's exactly what it reminds me of with this card. It's like a Reiki master, right? And so you could be dealing with maybe you're considering a career in energy healing or counseling, or maybe you want to have, your person's trying to do this, so however it applies to you. But this is definitely a very good energy of you have a very good guidance and reassurance that people really rely on. And so while that's also really, really great, make sure that you're not being depleted, and make sure that you learn to use these shields to like protect your energy from other people. And I always tell people salt baths are great because you separate your energy from other people's energy. It's not anything personal. You're not saying, oh, I have to shower because that person was around me. No, it's just energetically you want to recharge yourself and like reset the energy that you're picking up from everyone else. We're all just a big ball of energy, and whether we like it or not, when we're around other people, we pick up there. So it could deplete you, and it can make you feel a little bit depressed and a little bit sad. And so every now and then, I would say even every week, get a tub of that blue salt, and put that in the bathtub with some essential oils, lavender, tea tree oil, peppermint, and mix them up if you want, just a couple little drops of each, and soak in this bath for about 20 minutes. And what that does is that the water absorbs the negative energy and the salt disintegrates it. So it basically is like cleaning your chakras and cleansing you of anything that you may have picked up energetically from other people. And if someone's going through a very difficult time, whether you want to or not, especially now that we're all confined, you might be picking up energy from other people. So you have to make sure that you're doing maintenance, maintenance by like self-care, doing meditation, sitting out in the sun, doing, things that are healing you, because you are very, very, you're someone that everybody goes to, right? Everybody talks to you about their problems. Everybody cries to you. And while you're a very good listener, Aquarius, you're also like a sponge, and you're sponging up all of their energy, almost as if to like take it away from them, but then you get overloaded. So take care of you first. And while you can definitely give support and guidance and counseling, you have to make sure that if you're going to do that, that you're taking care of yourself. Okay? You know how they say you should put the mask on a child when you're on an airplane if it's going down, and then put your own mask. So put your mask first and then the child, because if you're not okay, how are you going to be able to take care of the child, right? So yeah, sorry, I messed that one up. But basically it's take care of you first, then take care of everyone else. So just be mindful of that and that energy in the future, okay? Because you have many, many, many gifts from God. You're definitely a blessed person. And Aquarius, every Aquarius that I know is a very loving person, very kind. Yes, a little bit eccentric, and it could be a little bit wild, but at the same time, that's part of your gifts from God, that you are definitely a gift to everyone that is around you. Whether you're teaching or learning from them, you're someone that is a very like angel, like, sent from heaven kind of a person, And it says here, Archangel Sandalphon, his message to you is, we angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms and receive. So maybe this is just reminding you of how blessed you are and how blessed you have been, and to get back in the habit of practicing, gratitude, and practicing this feeling of, I am taken care of and I am blessed. And I am so thankful for all the gifts that I have. And I'm so thankful for the people that I am attracting that are good to me, that are wonderful friends, and that I have a supportive family. So all of those things in the positive is what you want to focus on, okay? Focus on the things that are your blessings and open yourself up to them so that you can receive them. And then you have nurture. These are all like kind of similar cards of feeling like you are a person that's basically sent to watch over the people that you love. It says, Archangel Gabriel says, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. So spending time with kids that are younger than you is very, very beautiful. It's like you are making deposits in your karmic bank for giving really a lot of love and nurturing and, support and upbringing and that feeling of I'm gonna help you be a really good person. It's basically creating good karma for you. You have a lot of good energy to put into people. So don't deny yourself the gift of not only giving to a child, but receiving back the reward of giving to a child. That satisfaction of mentorship, that you have put something really good in someone that's going to remember that for the rest of their life. Okay, even after you're gone, that person might still be alive and say, wow, I remember when so-and-so taught me this, or I remember when so-and-so taught me that. Like, I never forget, my uncles that passed, and I never forget the things they taught me, and I never forget, like, good friends that I've had that I used to laugh with. Like, all those things stick with you when you're a child even more, because you're impressionable, right? So when a person treats you right, that's how you know you're going to treat people, and those gifts are something that they pass on to someone else. So that's even better for you. Okay, so for your romance angels, you have worth waiting for. So obviously right now, everyone's waiting. So if you're separated from your person, this is telling you that divine timing is at work in your love life. So you have to be patient. Things are going to work out, but right now there's a little bit of a wait, okay? But they're worth waiting for because you do have romantic feelings for this person. It says your feelings are real and worth exploring. You definitely love this person. And it says give your relationship a chance. So whatever little kinks might be in the operation, you guys can work it out and you can fix it. It says work on your partnership. Communication is wonderful, and maybe that's all that you need, is to give yourselves a blueprint of what it is that your relationship is going to look like from here on out. Now that things have to be different, how are we going to do things, and how are we still going to maintain a solid foundation with each other, even through this challenge? Okay, so your first card that you got is passion. So a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at the present. Enjoy it. So you guys could just be very, very involved with one another. And that's what's really, really like you guys can't, when you're together, you can't wait to be with each other. You can't wait to hold each other. You look for each other whenever you're in the same place. You're like, if you go to another room, they're like looking for you, that kind of energy. So you could be going through a tough time right now because you don't have that physical aspect of your relationship, and you are wanting to have that. Sorry, I have to put a little bit of lotion on because my hands are super dry. Okay, so yeah, so that's the first card. The second card that you guys have is, here's this one. It's so pretty, and I like how the energy around them is like vibrating off of them. It's so beautiful. And it says, the message on the card says, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are the qualities you admire in one another are qualities that you both possess. Equally so, the qualities that you don't like are also your own reflection. So basically that's saying, like, you guys are mirroring one another, so if you're criticizing and you're complaining about the person that you're with, maybe it's time to kind of look at yourself and what are you doing that's like kind of triggering. And you guys have that trigger card, so it could be something about what they're doing that might be bothering you. What is it that you have to work on it yourself to deal with that funkiness? Like, they always say we're a mirror of the people that are around us. If they're doing something that's irritating you, why? What can you do, and what does that show you? Maybe you need to be more patient. Maybe you need to do this, or whatever it is. This is the time for you to reflect on, like, okay, am I that way, and what can I change to not be that way if that's what's bothering me, and how can I address this person without making them feel like I'm attacking them, because I do that too, So just remember that, be kind to them, because you could be doing the same thing to them and they're being kind to you. The last card that you have, it says, the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available. Follow it with faith. So I like how it has the little hearts leading to the big heart and the wings. It's like an angel, like a little gift from the heavens to you. It's that love. So if you nurture it, if you give your relationship a chance, if you embrace and, receive the gifts from God, all these romantic feelings will come to you as an understanding. You can be there for them. They can be there for you. This definitely is a relationship that it can be very, very much worth waiting for. So you'll know that every situation will be different, but you'll know if this applies to you. If this relationship that you're in, this separation with, is for you, then you'll know. You'll know if it's the right one or not. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Aquarius. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate you guys, and I hope that you guys come back next month for your reading. Please don't forget to subscribe and send this message to any other Aquarius that can benefit from seeing it. Okay, you guys, I really appreciate all your support, and I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you next time.